Hey Chris, here's the car, brother. He's extremely dirty right now. I guess that's the best time to show it, really, when it hasn't been washed or waxed, and the inside's pretty dirty, but I guess sometimes that's the best. So, here's the outside. I'll be the first to tell you, man, the paint is not, I mean, the paint looks really good, but some of the body lines where he did it, there's a few like little waves. And I'm sure you can see it. Hopefully the camera's picking it up. So there is like a few little waves. I mean, it's not perfectly straight. I know you're a big body guy. So you'll probably notice there's some like imperfections on the body lines. Like this side over here, that headlight bucket is not perfect. And I guess that can be pushed up a little bit more. Probably just needs to be tightened up. Like the hood gap isn't perfect as well. You know, but I want to make sure that's shown. This car is very dirty. It needs to be washed and waxed. That's literally just the paint. It's that shiny. Let's see if you can see any kind of waves down it. I guess you can probably see a couple. I mean, like I said, it's not terrible. It's really not. Maybe from this view you can see there's a few small waves. Everything on the car is brand new. Like the bezels are brand new. The gas cap's brand new. Locks brand new. Bumpers. Even like the little trim pieces are brand new. Like everything on the car is new. We scratched that. The glass is not, and the trim around the glass is not. Everything else is new, man. Like even the side scoops, door handles, door locks. You know, like I said, the trim. This trim is brand new. Windshield wipers, everything. These are actually not even real hood pins. They're like the stick-on kind, just because I didn't want to destroy a hood, man, by putting hood pins if I didn't really like the look of it, but I actually do like the look of it. And it's more authentic. Grill's brand new, bezels, lights, everything's brand new. And these are halogen lights, and those are all LED bulbs. The hood scoop actually is functional. That's the bolt-on kind. But it's functional because I, cut out the bottom of it. I'll go ahead and pop the hood so you can see it. Like I said, the paint needs to be washed and waxed, so it's got a little, like you can see, like a little few swirls and stuff in the sun, just because it needs to be washed. Excuse my video quality. Hold on, let me pause this for a sec. But yeah, again, it's super dirty, man. Which I honestly would rather show it kind of dirty than cleaned up, because people think that you're kind of polishing a turd, and I'm not. It is what it is. Everything in here is like brand new radiator. Hoses, wiring, everything's brand new. Now again, the wiring, like I said, needs to be straightened out. There's some, like, just obviously look at it. It needs to be kind of straightened out. Some of these wires need like wire looms. It needs to be kind of adjusted a little bit. And the neutral safety switch is not wired in, so I always make sure it's in park before I cut it on. But neutral safety switch is not on. Everything's brand new. I probably need to paint over the water pump there a little bit, but gasket, but everything in it's brand new. It's got a Petronics ignition, performance intake, 471 lift cam, ceramic coated tri-Y headers. It's got the heads have been worked, 3-angle valve job on them. All the valve trains new, everything's new in the car. Let's see. I'm trying to think of anything else on. It's pretty much everything's new, man. Nothing really is original. It's a 72302 block, but it's bored 40 over, so 40 over pistons. Stock style crank, so it's not stroked or anything like that. But even like the little, the battery cables. Solenoid, everything's brand new. The heater hoses are not hooked up. That's one thing about this car, that I hooked up the heater hoses, and one of the only things I have not replaced in the car is the heater core, and I think it's got a small leak in the heater core, so I unhooked it and just wrapped the hoses around here. The hoses are still brand new, they're right length, so I just did the kind of bypass. And again, it's super dirty. I can detail and clean all this stuff up, but I just haven't washed the car or kind of detailed the engine bay yet, so it's just got a little bit of spots of dust and stuff like that. But anyway, it's been bypassed. I can probably even figure out what's going on with the heater core. But let's go inside. Again, the inside of it's pretty dirty. I must have bumped the stop button. But anyway, here's the interior. Everything's brand new. Door panels are brand new. The pads are brand new. Handles are brand new. Crank's brand new. It's all been painted in here. Even the little fuzzies in the windowsill is brand new. Steering wheel. The floor mats, these are like $100 something for floor mat. Again, they're dirty. Again, I'll have it all detailed and cleaned out and washed. And door sills are brand new. Even the little sill plates, there's like $5 each, man. It's crazy how much money I spent on that. Probably $6,000 or $7,000 inside the interior. These seats have been, they were white and they did the vinyl dye. And you can see like a couple places right here, but I actually have brand new the black seat covers, and actually even have foam for that. I'll just throw in with the car. They're brand new. See, you can see right here there's a little spot where the white's coming back through. But anywho, everything's brand new, man. You know, floor mats, carpet. Underneath this carpet, I did the there's this material called Frost King, and it's a duct insulation. So I lizard skinned the bottom of the car, did the Frost King, which is an insulator, and then that carpet has the jute backing, which is like a thick backing supposed to help with sound and noise. So I did like 3 levels of sound and weatherproofing. So even like 110 degrees, I've sat in this car and it did not feel very hot. This is a one-piece TMI headliner. This is like 400 something bucks just for the headliner. And here's the back panels. All the panels are brand new. The rear seat delete, that's like 500 bucks. Those panels are hundreds of dollars. It's ridiculous how much they cost, just because fastbacks are like that. Like I said, the seat backs are new. It's got these style floor mats on the back. I need to put the handle back on there. I was messing with it. There's some things like that's not perfect. I need to make sure it gets kind of up a little bit more and tightened back there, but goes to the gold theme. Got the Carroll Shelby signature. The bezel's new. Everything in here is new, man. Dash pad. It's got the radio delete, which the Shelby's had, which I just, you know, you can run radio wire and put a nice radio in here if you like. I like this steering wheel better than the 3 circled Shelby steering wheels personally. So I went with this. You know, like I said, seat belts are brand new. Everything. My daughter's stuff is in there, her little Easter basket and stuff. But it needs to be washed and cleaned and detailed. But this, like I said, everything's brand new. So I mean, I can crank up the car too, so you can hear it. So haven't ran the car at all today. Let's see if it'll crank right up. That might have path of gas. 3 pumps. Let's make it 6. Fire's right up. Yep. Let's see. And one of the things I got to do too is add a temperature, the little sending unit. Obviously it's not 280 degrees in the car, so I've just got a little sensor that goes in the intake. I got to replace that. The engine's cold right now, so. And these are LED lights as well. They're the sequentials, the doop doop doop. But I just haven't wired in the sequencer yet. So one thing about the car that's not finished, I guess, is that I cheated with exhaust. These are the exhaust tips that are supposed to go on the GT style. I have literally just got these hanging by wire for right now because I'm going to have an exhaust guy make the exhaust go through it. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. The exhaust is actually right there. So it's not actually ran through the valance. I've got to get a guy to actually make it go through the valance. This should be no big deal, but for right now I've just got the tips to make it look the part. But yeah, let me cut off the engine. But yeah, she's dirty and needs a bath and needs to be washed and waxed. But this is the car. I want to show you kind of at its worst, which is about the shape it's in right now. It needs to be cleaned up. That way you don't think I'm hiding anything from you or that the car is crazy. I just have sanded this down. I'm probably gonna run some clear over that. The reason why I had to sand it down is because the licensed theft agents have to take a picture of it, and I might just run clear over it. That way, you know, you can make sure that the license and theft agents in your state, or however your state does it, they have the VIN number. Like I said, it needs a coat of wax and to be washed. But this is Carroll. I named her Carroll because I wanted to have a girl's name and a tribute to Carroll Shelby, so I went with Carroll. So that's the car. Like I said, the exhaust does need to actually be ran through that valance. It kind of looks a little crappy with the fake tips coming out, but it's got the 72-inch Eleanor wheels, 17x7 up front, 17x8 in the back, 235 and 245. But that's the car. I've got way too much money in this car, but I really want a Charger, man. Just watching those videos made me really want a Charger, and it was always my #2 dream car, but I think now it's my #1 dream car. Is like a '69 Charger. I just think they're the best looking cars. To be honest with you, I kind of really liked that green one anyway, so I'm glad this deal's going through. I've got probably a lot more in my car, but I really like that green Charger. So, but anyway, here's the car. Appreciate your time, and just wanted to show you it. That way you know exactly what you're getting. And I can go way more detailed too. I can get right up on any part you want me to get up on. I can show you the underside of the car too. That way you know it's legit. So the stainless exhaust, you probably see the better side better on the other side. Okay, so there's the welds are definitely not up to your standard, because I know how well you weld and seen some of the videos, but that's the only part that's really welded, and then it goes down there. But you'll see, like, these frame rails are solid. This is not what do they say, fix in a can or something like that. Brand new torque boxes. The frame rails are brand new. The guy that I got the car from already went and did the front and the rear frame rails. I did pour 15 underneath the entire car. This kind of looks like weird, I know, but all I did was take aluminum tape over the transmission lines and like the fuel lines. I just want to make sure everything was just not getting too hot or too cold. I know it's probably not going to be affected at all. I just wanted to double, triple make sure that it was kind of protected, so I just went over aluminum tape. I didn't think too many people would see the underside of the car anyway. But yeah, the hole underneath the car, the suspension, all like pour 15, brand new. Yeah, so this is the car, man. Let me know.